So Donald, what did you make of today's game?
I thought it was a cup tie, to be honest. It was scrappy, it was competitive, it was full-blooded. Different things that you weren't happy with, but the main thing for us is we're through into the semi-finals, so it's a massive achievement for the players, and I'm pleased for them.
In a lot of games this season, Motherwell have been the dominant side, being on top for large spells. Today it was quite a close game. Was that a good experience for the side going into the semi-final now of the Scottish Cup?
I think St Johnstone gave us a really close game the last time as well, so that, you know, they're well organised and like I say, they're very competitive, so they do make it difficult for you to play. Yes, the players having the experience of going through those sort of tighter games, it's not that we haven't had them, they've just not been particularly common this year, so I think going forward the game changes a little bit when you go and play against Premier League teams, especially the ones that are up at the top end of the league table up there as well. So you know, while it stands us in good stead, I think we still dominated particularly the first half, but yeah, they need to be able to cope with those close run situations and deal with the pressure that comes with that.
How pleased have you been with the draw so far? It's given you a really good chance to be in the position you now are in. Is that a good thing for your side?
I mean, the draw is not within anybody's control, so you go and play against teams that are in front of you and everybody thinks it's a one-off chance to do it. So, you know, we've been drawn against teams that have been around and about in our league, you know, teams who we've had to play and beat during the league campaign, so all we can do is beat those teams if they come up in the draw, and unfortunately so far we've been able to do that.
You obviously the last team confirmed into the Final Four alongside Spartans and others, Hibs. If you had to pick one of those sides, would there be one that you have in mind for the next round of the draw?
Well, like I said, we've not been able to pick our opponents so far, so there's really no value in hoping for one team or the other. It is what it is. Whoever we get paired with, it's going to be a tough game. We know that. They're all Premier League teams. There's not, you know, we're not in the same league as us, so each of those would go into a game against us as favourites, I would presume.
Obviously, good experience from this cup tie, being so close. As you say, now going into SWPL 1 next season, does that stand you in good stead coming up against these teams to test yourselves at that level?
I think everybody's excited about the test, that's why we want to get promoted, but it's next season. I think it's a little bit too early to start worrying about that. We've still got the rest of this league campaign to finish, which the players are determined to finish as strongly as they've done the first sort of 3 quarters of it, and then also we've got a Scottish Cup semi-final to look forward to.
Just to touch on the fact that obviously you mentioned the league, you've still got a few games to go. You could finish as record points total in the league compared to the last 2 winners. Would that be a huge historic achievement for the club overall as the season?
I think it's, you know, for anybody to break any records is obviously a massive achievement, no matter what club it is, what league it is, what record it is that they're breaking, because records are hard to beat. That's why they stand out. So yeah, of course it would be a massive achievement. It would be a testament to the dedication that the players shown.